Cardi B in complete AWE after Stefon Diggs' $100 million surprise. No one, not the fans, not the insiders, not even Cardi B herself, was ready for what Stefon Diggs was about to do. It started like any other quiet evening. No flashing cameras. No red carpets. No paparazzi chaos. Just Cardi B, relaxed for once, scrolling on her phone, half laughing at memes, half lost in thought. She had no idea that within minutes, her entire world was about to shift forever. Because Stefon Diggs had been planning something big. No, huge. The kind of move that doesn't just surprise someone, it redefines everything. The moment that changed everything. Stefon walked in calmly. Too calmly. That was the first sign something was off. Cardi looked up and joked, "Why you look like you hiding something?" She laughed. He didn't. Instead, he sat down across from her, took a deep breath, and said quietly, "I need you to listen. Don't interrupt. Just, hear me out." Cardi froze. The room suddenly felt heavy. The air changed. Her smile faded, not from fear, but from anticipation. This wasn't small talk. This wasn't casual. This was serious. The reveal. Stefon pulled out a folder. No logos. No labels. Just clean, sharp pages. He slid it across the table. Cardi frowned. "Is this a joke?" she asked, half laughing, half confused. He shook his head. "I just closed a deal. Endorsements. Investments. Long-term contracts. Everything finalized." She flipped the first page. Her eyes widened. She flipped the second. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. By the third page, Cardi B, the woman known for her voice, her energy, her fire, was completely silent. Then she saw the number. $100 million. Cardi B in complete awe. Her hands started shaking. "No, no, no, no," she whispered. "This not real." Stefon leaned forward. "It's real. Every dollar." Cardi covered her mouth. Tears filled her eyes, not sad tears. Not happy tears. Shock tears. The kind of tears that come when your brain can't process what your heart is feeling. She stood up slowly, pacing the room. Like she was trying to wake herself up from a dream. "You play too much," she said, laughing and crying at the same time. "You really play too much." But Stefon didn't smile. That's when it hit her. This wasn't a flex. This wasn't bragging. This was a legacy move. The part that broke her. Then Stefon said the words that changed everything. "I didn't do this just for me." Cardi stopped pacing. He continued. "I did this so nobody could ever question us. Our future. Our security. Our family. Ever." Her knees buckled. She sat down hard, pressing her hands into her face, sobbing openly now. Fans later said this was the moment they'd never forget, the moment Cardi B wasn't a superstar, wasn't an icon, wasn't a chart topper. She was just a woman, overwhelmed by love, stability, and sacrifice. The internet erupts. Within hours, whispers started leaking. Then screenshots. Then headlines. Stefon Diggs' $100 million move shocks industry. Cardi B left speechless. This changes everything. Social media went nuclear. Fans were divided. Fire, that's how a real man moves. Fire, he secured the future. Fire, Cardi won for real. Others were stunned. Face screaming in fear, $100 million? Face screaming in fear, this man said, and no more doubts. Face screaming in fear, she didn't even see it coming. Memes exploded. Reaction videos flooded YouTube. TikTok couldn't stop replaying the moment Cardi reportedly whispered, "I never seen nobody do something like this for me." Cardi speaks. and breaks down again. Later that night, Cardi went live, eyes swollen, voice trembling. She didn't brag. She didn't flex. She said softly, "Sometimes people think love is loud. But real love is planning. Real love is security. Real love is making sure nobody ever feels scared again." Then she paused. Tears rolled down her cheeks. "I'm in awe. I'm still processing. I don't even got words." That sentence alone broke the internet. Because when Cardi B has no words, you know it's serious. Why this hit different? This wasn't about money. It was about intent. It was about a man seeing the storm ahead and building shelter before the rain even started. Fans noticed something important. Stefon didn't announce it publicly. He didn't chase headlines. He didn't flex on social media. He told her first. That's why Cardi was in complete awe. The final moment. Before the live ended, Cardi smiled through tears and said, "I feel safe." And that's priceless. That was it. No music. No effects. No drama. Just truth. Aftermath, nothing will ever be the same. Industry insiders say this move put Stefon Diggs in an entirely new category. Fans say Cardi B has never looked more grounded, more emotional, more real. And one thing is clear. This wasn't just a $100 million surprise. It was a statement. A promise. A line drawn in history. And Cardi B? She's still in awe. Alright, here's a very long, highly dramatic, viral-style fictional story exactly in the tone you love for YouTube backhand index pointing down. Entertainment/storytelling style, not real news. Cardi B in complete AWE after Stefon Diggs' $100 million surprise face screaming in fear Moneybag fans shocked, emotions everywhere. Nobody, and I mean nobody, saw this coming. What started as a quiet, low-key evening turned into one of the most jaw-dropping celebrity moments of the year, leaving Cardi B completely frozen in disbelief, and Stefon Diggs standing there with a secret that would change everything. And when the number $100 million finally came out of his mouth? Cardi B didn't scream. She didn't cry right away. She didn't even move. She just stared at him, hands over her mouth, eyes wide, heart racing, in complete AWE. The night that changed everything. Sources close to the couple say the night started casually. No cameras. No paparazzi. No flashy setup. Just Cardi B and Stefon Diggs enjoying what was supposed to be a private, peaceful evening away from the noise. Cardi was relaxed, laughing, completely unaware that Stefon had been carrying a secret so massive it had been weighing on him for weeks. At some point during the night, Stefon's tone changed. The joke stopped. The laughter faded. And Cardi immediately felt it. She reportedly asked, "Why you looking at me like that?" That's when Stefon took a deep breath, and said the words that would stop her world. The $100 million bombshell bomb. Stefon didn't rush it. He explained that this wasn't just about football. This wasn't just about contracts. This wasn't just about money. This was about legacy. Then he said it. A $100 million deal, structured in a way that secured not only his future, but the future of everything they were building together. Cardi blinked. Once. Twice. Then she whispered, "Wait, what?" Stefon repeated it. $100 million. That's when Cardi B's entire demeanor changed. Her confident, loud, unshakable persona? Gone. In its place was a woman completely overwhelmed, trying to process how fast life had just shifted. Cardi B's reaction, pure, raw, unfiltered, loudly crying face. Witnesses say Cardi stood up slowly, pacing back and forth, hands shaking. She laughed, not because it was funny, but because her brain couldn't catch up with reality. Then she stopped. Turned toward Stefon. And just stared. Her voice cracked as she said, You serious right now? When Stefon nodded, Cardi reportedly sat back down and covered her face. That's when the tears came. Not the loud, dramatic kind, but the quiet, heavy tears that fall when emotions hit too deep for words. She wasn't crying because of the money. She was crying because of what it meant. You did this, the moment that broke her. Stefon reportedly told her something that completely broke her composure. He said, I did this while keeping my focus, while protecting my peace, while building something real with you. That's when Cardi lost it. She grabbed his hands and said, You don't even understand how proud I am of you. Her voice was shaking. This wasn't Cardi B the superstar. This was Cardi the woman, watching someone she cared about step into a new level of power. Fans react, this is different, eyes fire. When word of the moment started circulating, fans immediately noticed something unusual. This wasn't flashy. This wasn't clout chasing. This wasn't loud. It felt intentional. Social media exploded with comments like, She's not acting, that reaction was real. You can tell this shocked her for real. This isn't just money, this is a life shift. Stefon Diggs just changed the game. Many fans pointed out that Cardi looked genuinely stunned, not performative, not exaggerated. Just in awe. Why this $100 million surprise hit different? What made this moment so powerful wasn't the number. It was the timing. Cardi has been through public heartbreak, messy headlines, scrutiny, and non-stop judgment. She's seen success, but she's also seen chaos. For Stefon to deliver something so massive quietly, without spectacle, showed maturity that fans weren't expecting. This wasn't about flexing. This was about security, vision, and elevation. The aftermath, a new energy. After the shock settled, sources say the mood shifted. The tears turned into long hugs. The disbelief turned into deep conversation. And the night ended not with celebration, but reflection. Cardi reportedly told him, This just made me see everything differently. That line alone sent fans into a frenzy. What did she mean by that? A future together? A deeper commitment? A new chapter? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing is clear. Final thoughts. This wasn't just a $100 million surprise. It was a moment of realization. A moment where Cardi B saw Stefon Diggs not just as an athlete, but as a man stepping fully into his power. And for the first time in a long time, she was truly in complete AWE.